Hello, it's Melinda from Scrapbooking Craft back again. Just coming on with another haul video from my trip to Melbourne at the end of the school holidays. This is from a place called Daiso, which is a Japanese dollar store, and everything in Daiso is $2.80. So this is mainly purchased from the Burke Street. It's not Burke Street. It's near the Burke Street Mall, or just around the corner in Burke Street. So the first thing when I went to the store is I saw this. This is actually a bathtub and shower mat. It does have your little silicone suckies on the back, but I thought jelly plate. When I first saw this, I thought I have to get this for my jelly plate. So I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work, but I'm sure it'll be a cool stencil, and it's quite big too. So I picked up a pack of 4 paintbrushes. I was trying to put a mini kit together when I was down there to do a bit of crafting in the motel room, because I was going to put a mini kit together and I just ran out of time before I left. So I just bought some cheap paintbrushes. $2.80 for 4 paintbrushes is quite good, and I used the big one while I was down there and they were quite good. I picked up some glue. It was the first store I went into to start putting a kit together. So I picked up this glue in case I couldn't find any other glue. So it was a pack of 3 for $2.80. So I didn't end up using it because I found glue sticks from the reject shop. But I will use that now that I'm home and test it out. It's got like a sponge applicator on the top, so I thought that would be fun. Next thing I also got was some double-sided tape. I usually don't buy it from Daiso. I've got a fair bit of double-sided tape at home, but again I was out and about and trying to put a little kit together to do some scrapbooking in the motel. Didn't end up using the double-sided tape because again the glue I got from the glue stick I got worked really well. And then this is the only decorative tape I picked up. It's a postage stamp one. I have a love-hate relationship with these tape runners, so I don't buy them very often because they hardly ever work for me. But I did like this one. And then I picked up some of their paper packs. I'll just do this one first. My daughter and I did cut into this one at the motel. I'm just trying to find, if I can find the front cover. So these are their origami paper sets. So this one is the flower one. You get 100 sheets for $2.80. It's nice and thin for collage. So in this particular set you get 25, and I loved it for the roses. The roses was on the front of the pack, and I thought, ooh, and as I said, we already cut into this one in Melbourne. I've got paper going everywhere, all the bits are in here. So my daughter's used the roses. Oh, now I can't pick it up. So my daughter already used it. I think my daughter used every sheet of this. I certainly used the roses while I was down there, and had plans for the sunflowers, and I love these little flowers as well. So these are 15 centimetres. Does it say on the bit of paper? Yes, 15 centimetres. So they're 6 by 6. So they're great for collage because they are so thin. For origami you need them to be thin. So those ones are single-sided. So for $2.80 for 100 sheets, I thought that was pretty good. Then I saw this one, which is Designer Craft. Is that origami? Shinigami paper. This one's got 60 sheets in it. I'll just open it up quickly. Sorry for the rustling. So these ones are actually double-sided, so you get this one, which is quite nice. Just trying to pick out one of each. That one I like in the brown. That one's the frames, which I like. I'm just trying to get the bag out of the way. I've got stuff all over my desk. I've got piles from different shops. Oh, that's a different one. Looks like you get 6 different ones in here. And you get that one and this one. So this is a nice one with blue designs, and that's got that on the back. And this one's brown, and it's got stripes on the back. So this was 60 sheets. That one's got a green music and clover leaves on the back. So this one, the frames are really cute. That one's got stripes on the back. That one's sort of really brown, and that's got like a map on the back. And that one's got dots and that on the back. So I thought that was a good deal for from Daiso, 60 sheets of double-sided paper. I won't put that back in the bag yet. I will just sit that somewhere up there. So this one said old paper. So I thought this one was fascinating. Sorry for the crinkling, I should have taken these out. So this one again is 100 sheets, so it's single-sided paper. So you get this one, which I fell in love with. You get this one. You get the music note, which I absolutely loved. I should have grabbed a second pack of these, but I didn't. I thought 100 sheets. Oh, no, that's the same one you get. That's the same one you get, and that's the same one you get. So I thought they were absolutely gorgeous. It's getting increasingly harder to find music note paper in our op shops or thrift stores, opportunity shops, second-hand stores, cheap. Like, the old sheet music is expensive, and I like using it in my craft. So when I saw that, I thought, oh, I've got to have that one. Because it's got 100 sheets in it, I will probably share some when I send out happy mail as well. So I probably don't need 25 sheets of the same paper. I'm sure my daughter and I will use it eventually, but it's nice to share as well. Sorry for the rustling, I know some of you hate it. And this one I was a little disappointed with. I didn't actually open any of these in the store. This was 100 sheets again. It says craft and white. I was a bit disappointed these were so light. On the package, I don't know whether you'll be able to see that. Can you see that? You can see that. There's a contrast between the white and the craft. So I thought, oh, the front one's probably a bit light, maybe a bit faded. They are single-sided. Oh no, some of them got. Okay, some of them got patterns on the back. Let me have a look. Looky see. So I was a bit disappointed that these are so light. I will still use them. Is that two different designs? Yes, that's two different. Oh, they're very hard to see. Two different designs. This one will give you more of an example. So there's two different designs. They are single-sided. They were just back to front in the pack. And then this is the white and the stripe. And I'll bring this up here. And this is a little bit better than this. But looking at the front here, there is a stark difference. But for $2.80, we'll use them. They'll be nice subtle bits. And in the same section, I picked up this, and it said decoupage paper, and I didn't really read sizes or anything. My daughter was sort of, she had a little bit of pocket money to spend, and it's got, oh, you can't see, I'll open it up. She had a bit of pocket money to spend. She'd sort of picked out her items, and she wasn't feeling the best. So I sort of grabbed this, assuming this was 6x6 sheets, and that's sort of the designs it said was in the pack. So I was more after these four, and I thought, oh, they'd be cute little images to cut out for little things, and I like these sort of, I don't know about the pattern ones. But when I got back to the motel, I was going through what I got, and lo and behold, you open up the pack. I'm just trying to find the middle sheet, and they are 33 centimetres by 33 centimetres folded. It does say it there on the middle, front of the pack if I'd actually looked. But I sort of saw I think it was a butterfly that caught my eye. But this is actually tissue paper, and it's beautiful. So you've got that one, which is absolutely gorgeous. You've got that one, you've got that one. So, and then it comes into these pastel-y ones, which is not my favourite, but I will still use them. They might be good to wrap up letters and things, pocket letters and things, but these are the ones I love. Look. These are just awesome. So you've got that one that has all the food. This one that has rabbits and bird cages and Eiffel Tower and different things. This one has flowers and alphabets. And this one has the borders. This was really cool. So that was the Daiso at... Actually, I've got two more things to show you. I won't try to fold those up. So I only had one pack of those at that particular store. We did go to a second Daiso store. And then I was looking at the wrapping paper, and these were on rolls. So this is 3 sheets, and these sheets are 43 centimetres by 63 centimetres. I'll just take this one out of the package. So it comes on the roll, and it's actually printed tissue paper. Now I did end up with 2 rolls of these because I thought they were different, but on closer inspection back at the motel room, they are the same. I'm a bit of a dill, but I will use them. Just trying to get this off. So I'll see if I can get one layer out. The reason I picked up a second packet is this fob watch was sort of more prominent on the other roll, and then this and this was more prominent on this roll. So I assumed they were different packs, but on close examination they were the same pack. So that was a really cool find. I hadn't seen that before. I've been sort of going to Daiso Melbourne for 2.5 years, and it's a bit of a hit and miss. Sometimes you get good stuff, sometimes you go in there and I spend nothing, sometimes I go in there and I spend a lot of money. Now this was interesting. This is another one of their gift wrap papers, but it's actually not a paper. It's like a, this one is longer, can't even get it in frame. This one is, it smells a bit, 70 centimetres by 1.2 metres. So this is actually, it's not a paper, it's not a material, it's, it might be like a fabric. It's, I don't know in Australia, looks like some of the cleaning cloths, like a Chucks maybe, but not the blue and the white one, sort of that sort of material. But I thought it would be nice texture, and I love the print on it for mixed media. So I grabbed that for $2.80 a roll. I thought that was pretty good. And then the last day we were leaving, it was actually this, oh, it's funny, it was the second last day, and we caught a train to Flinders Street train station, which is one of the main transport hubs in Melbourne, to catch a tram out to this craft show. And so we got on the tram, knew where that was, went there, and after we got on the tram, my daughter goes, we walked past a Daiso store, Mum. We walked past the other side of the road, and with my low vision I couldn't really see the other side of the road. And the cheeky little girl didn't tell me until we'd got on the tram and halfway out to where we were, because she knew I'd want to stop and have a look. So I convinced her on the last day to go and have a look, and oh my god, if you're going to go to a Daiso store, go to the one near Flinders Street Station. It is massive, and I only got to walk down 3 aisles because we're on our way out to Frankston. We had left Melbourne, we had a big day planned, and I only barely saw a couple of aisles. In another haul, I've done a lot of a jelly printing texture haul of lovely things I found, but I did find a couple of crafty things which I thought I'd put in with this haul. So I found some more of that, this tissue paper that I showed you, the one that I opened up and was larger. So I grabbed 2 more packages of that flower one, and then I ended up grabbing 3 of this one, which was the travel one. So I haven't actually opened this one up yet myself to have a look, so we'll have a look together. There's actually 12 sheets in here. So this is what the package on the outside looks like, and this is sort of the ones you get, which I was so impressed with it is. I will be going back to Melbourne probably in a month or 2. I've got an appointment down there, so I will make sure I go to this store again and have a good look around without my daughter. I love to go shopping with my daughter, but sometimes you give her money to spend. She had a bit of pocket money to spend. So we sort of worked out what stores we're going to, and I allocated her. I think it ended up to be about $10 per shop, because if you put a limit on her, she's really good. And at Daiso, she got to have $12 because that was 3 items at $2.80. But I tend to find once she spends her money and decides on what she wants, and she does decide very quickly, she likes to hurry me out the store. So I do like to go shopping by myself, but also with my daughter as well. So this is the travel tissue paper, and this is just awesome. So there's that one. Ooh, that's pretty. So that one's a lighter one. That one's almost like the tissue paper rolls. Ooh, I love these. The fob watch and the clock. These are going to be awesome to use. That's nice. That's very light. That's, ooh, maps and a bit of pastel pattern. I like that one, the newspaper. Great thing about these tissue papers, they're almost going to disappear. Oh, that's really light. Music notes. I'm not sure whether you can pick that up. Oh, I love this. Oh, I can have so much fun with these. And the travel. And then music notes and things. This is going to be nice. Can't wait to play with these. This I might actually use for Mission Inspiration April. It's got like an old worldy travel theme, and I love, oh my god, I'm in love. That is just awesome. It's actually very hard to find printed tissue in Australia. We just don't get it very often, so I'm very happy to find those. Then two last items. I got another one. I didn't actually see this one at the first Daiso store. I did comment to the checkout lady that we'd been to your other one in Burke Street, and she said that their store is bigger. It's sort of tucked away. It doesn't have a street frontage. You sort of come across this big pink sign that says Daiso. That's all it says on the sign. So if you're not familiar with the store, you probably wouldn't go in. Then you have to go up a small escalator and then it's tucked away in one of the buildings. So this is the sweets one. So again, this is 100 sheets of 6x6 paper, and I just loved this one. Loved the gumballs, loved the alphabet. I thought, oh, that just is screaming to me, cut me out, cut me out. And then these love hearts, and then these remind me of runts I used to eat when I was a little girl. So I absolutely love that one. And even for $2.80 to get 25 sheets of alphabet, or double alphabet to cut out and use in mixed media, I thought was fantastic. Especially the way my daughter goes through alphabets. So again, some of these would probably be shared. One last thing I got there was, I was having a look at their sticky notes. I do have a lot of sticky notes, but I couldn't leave these in the store. How stinking cute are these? Unfortunately, they were only in the one colour, with this ice cream colour and the blue to do a second scoop. I might open this. It's got a bit of funny plastic sitting behind the post-it notes. So I'm just curious to what this is. Sticky notes, cover and hide sticky notes. I wonder if it says how many sticky notes we get. 20 pieces of each. It's got this weird plastic thing. Oh, cute. Oops. Oh, and you can take those off and stick them on the back, and look, it sits up on the desk. Isn't that cute? It's like a little, can you see that? With the, so then you can sit it up on the desk. Isn't that adorable? And you can take that off and stick that on the back. Oh, that is so cute. That is just adorable. Definitely need to go back to this Daiso when I have a bit more time to check out what they have, because I basically walked into the store down one aisle and then looked at the stationery and the crafty things and then left, and they have a whole bunch of other stuff sort of scattered around the store that I usually pick up and look at as well. So thank you very much for watching, and I will catch up with you again soon, and I can't wait to dive into these products and have a play, especially that tissue paper.